This is the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 40. Let all things be done decently and in order. With that, giving all praise, glory, and honor that's due to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and blessing to the 144,000 and the hopeful elect. Shalom Barakathum. The title of this lesson is going to be the order of operation. All right, the order of operations. All right, in the field of mathematics, you have something called the order of operations. You may be familiar with this growing up, as you learn, algebra. All right, where you are not just doing division and multiplication, but you're adding them all together in one formula. And there is a process where you got to do the division and the multiplication first, then the addition and subtraction. All right, I believe exponents is before that, and it's all within parentheses and all of that. There's a structure to it. Okay, and if you don't do the formula in the right order, you're going to get the wrong value. Okay, and so what we have today, which is why the leader of the world today is called Babylon, is because that name means confusion, which is the opposite of order. Okay, but when Yahweh Shai returns, the true order of operation is going to be set in the earth, and all things need to be in order. If you don't have order, no matter what it is, chaos is going to flourish, and chaos is self-destructive. It doesn't regard borders or territories or lines or rules. Okay, and it has a tendency to breed unfettered wickedness, man. Okay, and that's the state of the earth right now. There is no good or bad. Everything is subjective and can be interpreted. All right, all the way down from what Esau is doing to the philosophy that your woman has towards you. Okay, all of these things, okay, are out of course. That's going to be swiftly put back overnight. And when you have to do something like that quickly overnight, it's going to be very, very painful, man. Very painful. Why? Because you're not used to doing it. All right, imagine having gone to the gym for a year and all of a sudden you got to bench 300 pounds. All right, that's what's getting ready to happen as a wake-up call for a lot of these weak men and for a lot of these out of order rebellious women. Okay, you're going to be forced into your natural order. All right, if you're a weak man, you're going to have to lead. You better. There's consequences for being useless. Okay, the scripture says if you got a kid that don't want to do what he's supposed to do, bring his ass to the gates, all right, and get the rocks. How much more so for a man? All right, there ain't no option to being lazy, man. Speaking to all of you heathen and all you 2/3 that like comfort too much, man. All right, order's gonna be put back in place, and if you're not gonna fall in line, matter of fact, Luke 19:27, but those mine enemies, which would not that I should reign over them, bring hither and slay them before me. Who is that speaking? That's Yahweh Shai, man. The king of everything, the beginning of order. All right, this goes for men within camps, within ranks. If you don't have a respect for order, the Most High don't have no respect for you, man. All right, you're going to be plucked out into outer darkness, which is chaos, and eventually you're going to be chewed up, man. All right, so order is the beginning of creation, man. All right, what happened in Genesis, the first chapter? Before the creation of everything, what did you have? You had a heavenly order. You had Yahweh Shai, you had the first fruit spirits. Okay, Lord willing, we be of those men, if you have the understanding of that breakdown. Okay, and then you had creation. All right, Esau will tell you you can just go out and get a woman pregnant with no order established. She can do whatever she wants. There's no rules in society. As a matter of fact, he'll absolve her of consequences by giving her welfare, child support, egging her on in the media, telling her actively she don't need you. But you're putting a seed in her. You see, that's normal now. And now you know why the Lord's got to hit this place with fire, man. All right? And if you're upset about it, cry, man. All right? Anyway, shit is vexing, man. You know? Going on to the not main, there's a few precepts that I had that came to mind, all right, because there was always order to things, okay? Now we spoke about Yahushua, all right, and him being the beginning of order, okay? And what is his order? What's another name for his order? Okay? Look up the order of Melchizedek, okay? Or Malak Tazadakba, all right, which means king of righteousness. Malak meaning king, Tazadakba meaning righteous. Okay? Let me see if I can find it real quick. Bear with me. Okay. Let's see here. All right, the beginning of it here, Psalms 110:4. The Lord Yahweh hath sworn and will not repent. That means order is established. You ain't gonna be able to wiggle your way out here and say, oh, well, and technically a woman can do this, and technically we don't have, no. Order precedes you, okay? And it'll be there after you, man. All right. And it says, thou art a priest forever after the order of Melchizedek, or Melchizedek. All right, and that's our lot, man. If you're of the elect, that's our lot to be priests within that order. Okay, and there are hierarchies to things, man. All right. Now I'm going to go over to Isaiah the 9th chapter. Okay, because what is Isaiah 9 speaking about? It's speaking about the prophecy of Yahushua coming, about the government being on his shoulders, and the implications of that, man. This is already written. Now you got to ask yourself, who are you and who is the Most High? What did the Most High say? He says, my son, you report to him, man. All right, all of you old Torah only guys that want to go straight to the Father, as if he didn't create his only begotten son before your black ass. Who do you think was speaking to Moses, man? All right, in the burning bush, man. Who was the angel of the Lord that came to him, you know, when Moses was inquiring about the Most High? All right, you can't just walk up to the Most High. There's an intercessor. There's an order to things, man. Okay, and I'll get down to the more carnal level of marriage and all that nonsense, but really the men need to understand order. A woman is chaos. All right. She has to be made to respect order. It ain't really in her to do it. It is supposed to be in you, okay? Because who's going to experience the consequences of chaos and disorder first? Men. You're the first to die in a crisis, okay? That's what a crisis is. It's mass chaos, and it's a highly complex problem, okay? That you have very little time to solve, okay? It's when things are put out of order. Chronic disorder. All right. But Isaiah 9:7, it says, of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end. So there is no getting around this. There's no time period where the devil's gonna pop back up in the kingdom. or are we gonna have an age where women are ruling over men, or sometimes she gonna do this? No. All right. There's an order to things. All right. It says upon the throne of David. Boom, another rung in the order. Okay. You have Yahushua, you have King David, man. Okay. That's order. And I'll go back to Deuteronomy, the 14th chapter, because there's not only order within our rank, there's order among all people, all nations, among heathen, all right? Within your families, there's order everywhere, man. And if you don't grasp this concept, the Most High really just not dealing with you, man, all right? Isaiah 9:7, of the increase of his government and peace there shall be no end upon the throne of David and upon his kingdom, to order it and to establish it with judgment and with justice from henceforth even forever. All right, the zeal of the Lord Yahweh of hosts will perform this. Okay, so that's the order and rank among Israel. Okay, you got Yahushua, all right. Then you have King David, all right, and then you have the 12 patriarchs of the tribes of Israel, man, all right. The 12 apostles, if you will, all right, because spirits come back into the earth. They're reborn into the earth, all right. And this is a spiritual order that preceded all life on earth, okay. Let me see if that's all I had on that one. Let me see. We spoke about Melchizedek. All right, let me go to Deuteronomy real quick. All right, because we spoke about the order among Israel, all right, Yasharallah. Okay, now how does this apply to the larger picture? All nations combined, all right. This is not Isaiah, Deuteronomy 14:1. Ye are the children of the Lord Yahweh, your power. Ye shall not cut yourselves, nor make any baldness between your eyes for the dead. All right. Now, it says, verse 2, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. What does holy mean? Holy means sacred. Sacred means something is carved out or separated. When something is sacred, it's separate. All right. Now, sacred doesn't necessarily mean you're better. It just means you're apart from them. You're not like them. You're distinct. That's what sacred means. Hallowed. Holy goes back to hallowed. To hollow something out means to take something from one thing and carve it out of another thing. All right. You're separating things. That's what the breath of life in Adam was about in the book of Genesis. Adam was pulled out of man, which already existed. He was carved out and given the breath of life. Okay, he was sacred to the Most High. That lineage was sacred. Okay? Doesn't necessarily mean above, but it means you're separate. Now, what does it also say here? For thou, verse 2 again, for thou art an holy people unto the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and the Lord Yahweh hath chosen thee, Salakia, for thou art an holy people. That's what holy goes into, being hollowed out or sacred, all right, unto the Lord Yahweh thy power, and the Lord Yahweh hath chosen thee to be a particular people unto himself. So now, first step is you're now separated from other people. All right, you're hollowed out, you're holy. All right, and then the Most High says, I've separated you for me. All right, so we are the inheritance of the Most High, man. through his son Yahushua. All right, that makes us special. Not gotten to the above yet part yet, but then it says above all the nations that are upon the earth. All right, so we're separate and not equal. All right, unlike these coons in the Civil Rights Act, you know, the Civil Rights era, Martin Luther King. Well, we want to be separate but equal. No. We're going to be separate, but we're not going to be equals, man. Believe that. There's an order to things. All things. Even animals obey order, man. You can't get something as basic as order and reproduction. You can't even keep your woman in order, your household in order, because of these unrighteous laws and decrees. Okay? So that's the order. Among all of the nations, it's the Israelites. Period. We don't give a damn if you think the Most High is racist. He is racist, man. All right? And there's an order to things. All right? So now that we know the order within Israel, you have Yahushua, King David. All right? The 12 apostles, the 12 patriarchs, whichever way you want to say it. All right? And then you're going to have order all the way down. You're going to have the order of 144,000 within that ordinance. All right? Then you're going to have the 1/3 elect under that ordinance. Okay? Speaking about the context of the future kingdom to come. All right? And then out of that 1/3, you're going to have the 2/3 remaining that will be brought back into the earth. The reproduction. Okay? You see? That's order. That's the order of Israel. All right? And now this is telling you that all Israel is above the other nations. Okay? Now, let me go. I just had my thought and I lost it. Bear with me 1 second. Oh, yeah. Just to further bring the point home. Psalms chapter 2, verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance. What does that mean? Okay, if there's no hierarchy, there's no order, then how can one be given to another if you're all equal? God just loves everybody. No, he doesn't. The reality is he only loves one people, and the rest of y'all he could give two shits about, man. Okay, your purpose is to serve the Israelites. And I won't care how hard that sounds, that is your purpose. All right. There is no different than your wife's shoe collection. All right. You love your wife, right? Do you care? Are you really emotionally invested in the number of shoes she has, and her jewelry collection that was passed down to her? No, you love your woman. Those are just things to you, man. All right, and that's how the Most High sees heathen. He loves us, and the rest of the heathen, y'all are just something to inherit. Okay. But because the Most High is fair, we are going to be a light to you, and you're gonna flourish. All right, because we're going to be inherently righteous. Life is going to flourish on the earth after you pay back for all the wickedness that you've done in the kingdom. Okay. That's how it works. This is order. All right. I'm going longer than I thought I would. Now that we've established what the order is among the Israelites in the context of all of the heathen on the earth, let's go to the household here, okay, which touches every man, okay. Ephesians 5:22, wives, submit yourselves unto your own husbands as unto the Lord, for the husband is the head of the wife, order, even as Hamashiach is the head of the church, order, okay, and that he is the savior of the body. All right, when you're a child, your order is to your mother all the way up to your father, okay. If you're a wife, your order is up to your husband, all right, all the way up to Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, okay. Now once you're no longer a child, okay, then that's when the law applies to you, all right. And now you as an adult, which is 12 years old, by the way, okay, now as an adult, you're accountable to the law. You're held accountable for matters of life and death, which is what the law is. It's to manage life. Scriptures commanded us to keep the law. Why? So that ye may live. That's written. All right? Once you're accountable to the law, now you go up to the hierarchy of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Before that, you're in the care of your parents. And there's order within parents, man. There's order within order within order. Okay? That's the point. And when you live in America, they will make you think that order isn't necessary. No, order isn't necessary temporarily, but it always comes back to bite you. It always crashes, man. All right? It always crashes. In any good system or complex system, any society, you just look at an engine. That has to be parts that move and parts that don't move. If all of the parts can move, the engine ain't gonna work. If none of the parts move, the engine ain't gonna work. All right? There's a balance between order and chaos, man. All right? But what Esau has done is went way on the left-hand side into the chaos realm. Okay? Way on the left-hand side, which is the effeminate side. All right? An example of the opposite were the Pharisees. They went way on the other side of the order side, not understanding the nuance. These Pharisees were holding us accountable to the black and white letter of the law, not without the understanding of it. All right? So there's a balance to all things, man. And when you read the scriptures, you get it. Okay? If you're of the elect, of course. Christians don't understand this concept. Okay? They think it's just everybody can be equal as long as they just call on Jesus. That ain't written nowhere, man. All right? If you're reading in good faith. Because those are not even the deep breakdowns. Those are not even the dark parables and allegories. Okay? And it's still a stumbling block. All right? There's probably more I could go into on that, but I'll end it there, man. Lord willing, this is edifying. Call halal Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Hashem Rachakodah Shalom. Kwam Yasharal.